guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. Cynthia here. I created this look. It's like nice and smoky and sultry and kind of like sexy for Valentine's Day. If you like it and you want to see how I did it, please keep watching. Alright guys, first things first, you're going to need some tape. It could be Scotch tape or just any tape that doesn't have very strong adhesive. My Scotch tape ran out, and so I'm using this other tape, but as you can see, it doesn't really, it's not really that strong. I've already primed my lids, and I actually used a new thing I got from my Wantables box by Frankie Rose Cosmetics. It is a eye primer in the color dark. It's actually really nice. It actually reminds me of the MAC one. So I'm just going to stick this on my lid so that, or on my face, so that I can protect my face from getting any of the product on it. That looks kind of weird. Okay, so for this look, I am actually going to use my new Bobbi Brown Eyes whatever, this palette, okay guys? I have not yet used it, so this is actually going to be like first impressions, and I don't know if you guys remember what this looks like, but it's stunning. So anyway, first thing I'm going to do is get a nice fluffy brush. I'm actually going to use the Hakuhodo one. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to use my e.l.f. one, and I'm going to use this color right here as a transition color, and I think that one is called Birch. And I'm just going to place that right on my crease. I'm not going all the way in, and I'm doing very, very light strokes. I did not pick up very much with my brush because it's always easier to add and, you know, harder to take away, obviously. But as you can see, like how little I'm putting on the brush, and then I just shake it off a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. Cosmetics brush. This is just like a, as you can see here, just like a brush that you can pack with. And I'm going to take the darkest shade, and I believe this is called Caviar, which is right here. And I'm just going to pick some up with my brush. And again, if there's fallout, don't worry about it. That's why we have this tape here. And, you know, we're just going to, my tape's coming up. Yikes. So then I'm just going to pack it on, and I'm not going to go on above the crease at all, because with the smoky you kind of have to blend it out, and if you add too much black then it could be an issue. I'm going to go back with my e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to start just blending the edge of this darkness. Alright, I'm starting to get the look that I like. And then just to add a little bit more dimension, I'm going to go in with this little tiny fluffy Hakuhodo brush. And then I'm going to go in with the color Black Plum, which is this one right over here. And I'm going to go in with very little product, as you can see. And I'm just going to go into my crease, but I'm not going to go past the center. So I'm concentrating it on the outer. And then back with my original fluffy brush that I had the black product in, I'm going to go back in, and I am going to just keep on blending. Perfect. And then I'm going to go back into that palette, and I'm going to take the beautiful shimmery shade, and I believe this one is called Black Charcoal. It's a metallic shadow right here. And I'm going to take my finger, because I feel like with metallics, to get that really nice glisten that you get with metallics, it's easier to go in with your finger. I'm just going to pick up very little, and I'm going to just dab it right in the center of my lid. See how it adds that really beautiful glittery shine. I'm trying not to place it on my crease because I do have hooded lids, and anything that goes onto my crease just transfers. And again with the other eye. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I love that. Cool. And then with the makeup wipe, make sure you wipe off your hand because you don't want to put that anywhere. And if you guys are curious as to what makeup wipes I use the Simple brand. I love this brand. It is takes off all of my makeup and it does not sting my eyes, which is really nice. And just because I want to keep on blending, because I don't know if I feel quite comfortable yet right over here in this area, I'm just going to keep on blending. Yeah, that's better for me anyway. Okay. And then you take your tape off and pray. Ooh, see that? See what the tape does? Thank you. Thank you, tape. There you go. And then with your makeup wipe, make sure you just remove any excess makeup that has fallen. I like to dab under my eyes just because I don't want, you know, to pull. It's very delicate skin. There we go. All right, next I'm going to start with my primer. I'm actually going to use, let's see. I'm going to use the Derma Doctor Picture Porefect to fill in my pores because I have ginormous pores and they are awful. So I'm just going to take some of that and I'm just going to pat it just right around here, my nose area. I get really massive pores and just basically, this is by Derma Doctor and this really just helps, you know, make your pores kind of go. And I'm just going to put it, just press it there. And as a primer, I'm going to use the Nivea shaving balm for men. I bought it in the sensitive. This stuff is really nice. It actually works really, really well. The problem that I have with it is the scent. It does go away, but for me, it took quite some time before it went away. And I was just like, well, like sitting in the car, like, oh no, when is this going to go away? I like to put it in the back of my hand and just like dab it in spots. And then you just rub it in until it's nice and tacky. Alright guys, so I actually filled in my eyebrows and that's it. I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Studio Skin in the color 4-1. I'm like running out of this. It's like gonna be a devastating day when it does run out because I love it. I'm just going to dot this all over my face. Just a little bit more. We're going out for Valentine's Day, so we want to have full coverage. No flaws. I'm first going to go in with this big kabuki brush. It's by Tarte. I'm going to tap it in. Another layer, and this time I'm going to use a beauty blender, and I'm going to use the stamp one by Real Techniques, and I try to stay away from the eye area because I am going to be using concealer, and the less product you put in that area, the less chances you have of creasing. Alright. So next I'm actually going to go in with my cream contour, and I actually use the OCC full coverage foundation. Looks like this, and it's in the color RN. And I'm going to use it with, I have a giant mess on my table. Not good idea, not good idea. With my e.l.f. brush, this one right here. And I'm just going to start out just right at the top of my ear here. I like to place it just on my cheekbone, just because it is a cream contour, and I find that once I start to blend it out, that like it gets a little, like if it goes lower, then it starts to look like a beard, and that ain't cute. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to flick it, flick it, flick it, flick it, like that. And you never want to go past here, just because then it could also start to look like a mustache, and that's not cute either. None of that is. Okay. I want to put a little bit of my foundation on my lips. There we go. And flick. I just kind of flick it on. And then I'm going to contour down my nose. Yes, yes, contour. I almost put it into my shadow. Woohoo! Yes, give me life, contour. And then right here. And then I'm also just gonna go along my hairline. Just like that. And then with the other side of my blender, with the tip, I'm going to then go in an upwards motion and blend out the contour. Ooh, that looks good. Then I'm going to do it on this side. There we go. And I'm also going to contour my nose. And blend out the forehead. I like to do this so it gets not in my hair. I hate the look of makeup in hair. It just, ew. Go. And then I am going to get my concealer. And the concealer I actually use is, where are you, concealer? There you are. I use the L.A Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn. And I'm just going to put it under my eyes like a triangle. And again on the other side. And then I'm also going to use it just for brightening. And I'm just going to put it down the bridge of my nose. Just like that. Tribal here, doing some tribal print. Okay. And then with the same damp beauty blender, I'm going to buff it out. And then carefully tap under your eye, and then bring it up like that, because we want to create that upward look. Here we go. And then you want to set under your eye immediately so that you do not get any creasing. And what I'm going to use is the Black Up loose powder in the color PL12, I believe. I don't know if this is what it says. And for that, I'm just going to use this little weird triangle sponge, nothing fancy. I mean, you could use the end of your Beauty Blender too if you wanted. But I like to use this. And I'm just going to bake and set under my eyes. Great, and then I'm also going to bake under my nose, wherever I put concealer, essentially. Just set it so you don't have it slipping around. Just like that. And then you're gonna brush it off too. You're not gonna look crazy like this, promise. And then down the bridge of my nose, just setting that powder locking it in, locking it in. All right, biscuits. Now that we are baking, I'm gonna go in with my contour kit by Anastasia. And this one has hit pan, and so I always flip it over so that I know which one I should order next. And I'm actually gonna go in with this cute little e.l.f. brush here. And I'm gonna go in with the dark shade. Pick up a little bit and just go down my nose. And then I'm also gonna bring it right underneath my brow bone. Just like that. And on the other side. And then right under here. Here. There we go. There, so now I have this really thin nose, and I'm just gonna dust this a little bit right here to create a little button nose. There we go. And I'm going to also set the sides, and I'm going to use, let's see, this really nice Haku Hodo brush. And I'm just gonna dab it right into the dark contour, and I'm just gonna feather it in an upwards motion. Yes, contour, give me life, give me life. Do you see that? Yes, yes. And then again on the other side. And this is just setting the cream contour that we put there. And I'm also going to just add a little bit along my hairline just to set that as well. Just like that. See? I should move back so that you can see my work because my light is kind of bright. There we go. Then I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit. Actually, yes, I am going to bronze up my face a little bit, and I'm going to use the Cover FX Pressed Mineral Foundation. I don't know if you guys saw my Sephora haul, but I bought this, and I just want you guys to see why I got it because it is amazing. And I'm going to use my Real Technique brush. I'm just gonna dab it right on there. I'm also gonna tap it, and I'm just going to again feather it always in an upward motion. I never want any product to go down here because then it'll start looking like a beard, and that is not cute. Okay. See, look at that. That is what it's giving me. Look, boom. Bam, I need to do it on this side. And then again on this side. And you feather upwards. Yes, chickens. Yes, first your biscuits, now your chickens. I think I'm hungry, I don't know. Then along the hairline, just for warmth. Just like this. Yes. Oh. Okay, and then I just like to do it on my chin as well. And then just underneath my jaw. There we go. Oh, I love this stuff. This is why I bought it. Look at this, guys. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to set my face. And it's also going to help me brush off any of the bake on my forehead and all of that business. Okay, and then with a smaller brush, I like to erase the bake, and this is just a tiny little Makeup Forever brush. It is the 150W, and I think I got it in like a kit a long time ago, and I'm just going to just kind of dust it off underneath of my eye, and I'm just going to Bring it all the way to the hairline like that. And then I'm also gonna dust it off my nose. There we go. And I'm just gonna take the remainder of the bake that's on this little sponge, and I'm just going to clean up my contour liner, like a nice hard edge there like that. And then you can also blend that out if that's not your style, but for me it is. I love like that look. And then I'm going to go in with this MAC powder in what is it called? Sun Power. Yep. And I'm going to use, what brush shall I use? I'm going to use the same brush that I contour with actually. And I hit pan. I'm really sad about that, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take a little bit, and this is just gonna bring a little bit of color to my cheeks. And then I'm going to take I'm gonna drop stuff, you know. I'm gonna take my Anastasia That Glow, and I am going to use some highlight. I'm going to use the Golden Bronze, which is the one down here. And I'm just gonna add it to the tops of my cheeks. Oh yeah. Oh guys, do you see the difference? That's gorgeous. Thank you, Anastasia. Okay. And then the Cupid bow. The Cupid's bow, if you didn't hear that. My nose as well. But I am going to bring it up just a little bit. Then you just want to do a light coat of mascara on the top ones. And I'm actually going to go in with my duo in the black. It'll dry black because, you know, I'm just smoky and stuff like that. And I'm gonna use these giant ones by e.l.f. These really beautiful lashes. You kind of want to have a big lash, especially if you're gonna do a smoky, because then you can't see it. Then you just see that, how it's just right in the dead center, and then you just place it on the edges. My cheeks need a little bit more color, so I'm just gonna go back in, I'm going to go in with my Nars and Stephen Klein. And I'm going to use my beautiful Tarte brush, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of product, and I'm gonna shake it out, and then I'm going to just smile and do the apples and just brush it back. Just like that. There we go, much better. And then I'm going to then do my lower lash line. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to find my smudge brush, one like this. This is what you're going to need. And I'm going to go in with the dark plum color under my eye. And I'm just going to ever so lightly, first I'm going to adjust my lash. Then I'm going to ever so lightly just right to the outer corner of my eye. Just dust it on, because you can always add more, but taking it away might be hard and not cute. And then I'm going to take this Hakuhodo brush, and I'm just going to start smoking it out. That's gonna create a really nice smoky. And then with a mascara, I'm going to use a tiny little sample of the Benefit Roller Lash, because I love it so much. And I'm going to just apply it to my lower lash line. And then we have a wonderful smoky eye. And now I'm gonna go back in to this palette, and I'm going to take a cute little brush like such, and I'm going to go in with I think this color here, and that one I think is called Stone. No, metallic eyeshadow stone. I don't know, this color right here. I'm just gonna grab a little bit I'm gonna place it at the inner corners of my eyes, just for a little bit of brightness like that. Just like that. Okay, and I'm also gonna take that same color with very little bit on the brush, and I'm just gonna go right underneath my brow bone, or my eyebrow, on my brow bone. Just for a little bit of like dimension, some highlight. Oh my god, this is so pretty. There we go. And for my lips, I'm going to use this lip liner from Jordana. I think I got it at iKate House for like $1. That was crazy. And this color is 25 Cocoa. And just gonna line my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with MAC's Velvet Teddy, which I love, I love, I love. It's a little too light for me, which is why I go in with this darker liner. Oh, it's so beautiful. Do you see how that lip liner just brought down that color? Oh, I love it. I love this. Alright guys, and that is the finished look. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, and I hope you guys liked my tutorial, and thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel, and please subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.